Hey y'all, I'm Mandy and this is Mandy in the Making. Today we're going to try 2 new recipes on 2 new kitchen appliances that I got during the Amazon Prime Day sale. So Amazon Prime days, because there were 2, came last week and we happened to be on vacation during that time, but I was able to place orders, and the person that was pet sitting for us, Steven's aunt, was able to get our orders off of our porch for us when they came in while we were still at the beach. 2 of the things that I ordered were for the kitchen, and I was very excited about both of them. The first one is something that we've had in the past, not this particular brand, but ours broke several years ago before we moved into this house, and we've been in this house for almost 5 years now. It is an electric griddle. It is the Dash Deluxe Everyday Griddle. So I just checked, and the deal that I got was a lightning deal, which meant I guess it wasn't on sale for very long. I just happened to see it, but it was normally $59.99 and I got it on sale for $39.99. I've already used it once and I really like it, and I've already tested it in the dishwasher, the parts that can go in the dishwasher, and I have to say it did just fine. I was a little nervous about it. I'll share that more detail of that later. And then the other thing that I bought was a Ninja blender. To be specific, it is the Ninja BL610 72-ounce blender. We've had the same blender, I think we've had it for the whole 21 years we've been married. I could be wrong on that. We've had it a very long time. Very, very long time. And it just had the 2 little blades on the bottom. They had gone dull over the years. It has not been doing its job for quite some time. And I really wanted a Ninja blender, but I think they're normally $99.99. And I got it on sale that day for $69.99. I've got my 2 little booklets here. Now, almost anytime you get any type of kitchen appliance, they have the instructions in the front on how to use it, care for it, all of the things. And then they usually have recipes in the back. I'm very guilty of not paying attention to those recipes, just because I think they're probably not that great. I don't know why I think that, but I don't ever try the recipes that come in the little booklet until today. I found a recipe for the griddle and something that goes with it really well in a recipe for the Ninja. So we're going to do both of those today. We're going to test out recipes in the booklet, test out our appliances, and just have some fun cooking together. So the recipe that we're going to be trying on the griddle is called a Southwest Breakfast Scramble, and it's kind of a large recipe. I'm going to half it today because it's just me and Steven here today. So this is going to be actually our lunch. So we're going to give that a try. And in the Ninja booklet, the one that we're going to do today, I feel like pairs pretty well with what I'm going to be making on the griddle, is this fire roasted tomato salsa. So you know the 2 things I've purchased, you know the recipes. Let's cook. Look at our massive pepper plant. Do you see it leaning out over here? It's kind of crazy. But my grocery store was completely out of both chipotle peppers and jalapenos, which are supposed to go in the salsa. But I figure we've got peppers here, might as well just use what we have. Steven tried one and he said they're pretty spicy, so I'll go somewhat light with them. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so everything is just going to go directly into the blender. I'm really impressed already. Look how many blades are on this thing. Like, I'm so excited about this. Anyway, the first thing we're going to do is dump our 14.5-ounce can of fire roasted tomatoes, including the juices, straight in here. Okay, next is our 1/4 cup of cilantro leaves. I'm going to throw those in. Now we're going to add in 2 tomatoes. I am going to go ahead and take out the core. It said to take out the seeds as well. Okay, so now I'm just going to put these directly in here. Next, I'm just going to take the stems off of these peppers. I'm going to chop them in half and throw these in. Ooh, I can smell the heat on those. I've got 3 cloves of garlic that's going in. I've already peeled them. We'll go ahead and add our spices in. I've got a half a teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper and cumin. It says we need half of a small red onion. I think we're gonna be using the other half of this onion in the breakfast scramble, so that works out really well. I'm not gonna do quite half. I'm gonna leave off a little bit. So we'll just add this in. And lastly, I just need 2 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. So I've got a couple of limes here. I'm just gonna squeeze these directly into the blender. I probably don't need both of these limes because these are giving off a good bit of juice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put my lid on. You wanna match up this little arrow to the arrow here on the handle. Place it on and then you lock it in place. There we go. Now let's put it on the base. Clicks right into place. We are ready to go. Now the recipe says to, oh, I guess we have to turn it on. I'm not used to that. So let me go ahead and power it on. Okay. The recipe says to use the pulse button 4 or 5 times until we get the consistency that we want. So I'm gonna set you down and we're gonna give this a whirl. Okay, that was easy, and this thing is powerful. Now to open it up, I just hit this release button, and it opens that. You pull this up. That looks pretty good. I think it did a really great job. I love that all of the blades are going up, and they're not just on the bottom. I think that makes a huge difference. Now let's do a taste test. I'm gonna pour it into this mason jar, because obviously we're not gonna eat all 2 cups of it right now. I already took the blade out. Isn't that pretty?
All right.
Okay.
Yes. Wow. Did you put lime in this?
Yes.
It's got lime in this. Wow, that's really good. I mean, this is like a restaurant salsa. I mean, it's better than most.
Yeah, most of the Mexican restaurants is kind of like just tomato sauce.
I mean, very, very rich in flavor. Really good.
I may have put a little too much lime juice in there.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, you know, you get that, the garlic definitely sets in, the citrus flavor sort of, I don't know, gives it enhances the flavor.
Yeah.
But this is incredible.
Okay.
And I love the consistency of it. It's not like all watery.
No, it's not.
Like before I've tried to make homemade salsa and it just comes out like way too watery.
So
this doesn't do that.
It made me remove the seeds from the tomatoes.
Okay.
I think that makes a difference in the wateriness of it. So I did remove all the seeds.
It looks tremendous and it tastes incredible. So.
All right, well, we're gonna try it along with what I'm about to make over here in just a second.
All right.
So 2 thumbs up?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Okay, now we're gonna get started on the Southwest breakfast scramble. I don't need this entire bell pepper. I'm only using this small amount. This is just for me and Steven. I am cutting the recipe in half, so I'm just using 1 chorizo sausage. I will put the original recipe below. So I just need to dice up 1/4 of this red pepper. Okay, and then I'm gonna dice up this really small portion of red onion. Okay, before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of chop up this chorizo a little bit. Not really chop, but mush it up, because it's gonna have to be mushed when it's on the mushed. You like that? I'm so technical over here. It's gonna have to be mushed when it's on the griddle anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now, and I'll continue to separate it once it goes on the griddle. Okay, so we've got this plugged in. I'm gonna turn this to setting 3 to get started. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna let our griddle warm up a little bit, and we're gonna cook our chorizo first. Okay, one thing I really do like about this is how quickly this heats up. So it's already good and hot. We're gonna add our chorizo on here. We're just gonna cook this for a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna turn the temperature down a little bit. I'm kind of glad that I'm only doing half of the recipe to start out with. I did already use this griddle for pancakes, which is what I used to use my griddle, the one I had before. That's what I used it for, was pancakes and or bacon. Okay, it's been cooking for a couple of minutes. I'm gonna let it keep cooking for a few more minutes. Just for reference, dial 3 on here, the temperature 3 is around 300 degrees. Okay, this is pretty much cooked. I'm gonna turn the temperature to 1. So I'm gonna turn it down. Okay, now we're gonna add in our onion and our bell pepper and let that cook for about 2 minutes or so. Okay, I'm a little wary of this because it's not making any sound at all, like the cooking isn't. So I turned it up to 2, and now I'm hearing things kind of do their thing. It just felt like it was just sitting here, not cooking at all. But it's definitely heating back up now. So I'm gonna give this another minute, and then we're gonna add in some black beans and corn. Okay, I've got about 1/4 cup of frozen corn that I did thaw out, and 1/4 cup of black beans that I drained and rinsed. We're gonna cook this for an additional 2 minutes. Okay, I have 4 eggs here and I've already whisked them. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to them. It's been about 2 more minutes. Let's add in half of our eggs now, and we're gonna mix it all together. You wanna make sure that your eggs don't go over into the drip pan. Start mixing this together so it starts to scramble. Our eggs are starting to scramble. I'm gonna add in the rest of our eggs now. I'm gonna let those start to cook. And I'm gonna add in about 1/4 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. You could use Monterey Jack, you can use whatever cheese you want, but this is just what we had on hand. And we're just gonna cook this until I feel like our eggs are done. And then it's gonna be time to eat.
This looks really good.
It does look really good. Are you gonna pour some salsa on there first?
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that's good. I love this. This is great.
Yeah? Sweet. So we have now tested out 2 recipes from the little recipe booklets that come with the appliances, and we're giving them both 2 thumbs up.
They're really good.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna give it a try and I'll let y'all know what I think. This is phenomenal. You've got to give this a try, even if you don't have the 2 appliances I have. These are great recipes. I mean, you could obviously just do this in a skillet on the stovetop, but the salsa with this, it's the perfect addition. Like, I wouldn't want that without that salsa. It's just perfect.
Yeah, that salsa is really good.
It's really good. And we don't have any chips. I've got to go to the store and get chips so that we can finish off that salsa.
Yes, you do.
Okay, now that this has cooled down, all I do is just remove this griddle plate, and this goes directly into the dishwasher. I was a little skeptical because of this. Like, that's where the probe sticks into, but it was fine in the dishwasher. So that's where it's going. My blender is also dishwasher safe, so I'm gonna pop the bottom down here. I did take the blade out, okay? And the lid and the blade can go in the top. Now I'm just gonna wipe the base down because I did have a little bit spill over the edge, but I've just got this damp sponge. Just gonna wipe it down, make sure it's good and clean. And I didn't have anything go into the drip tray today. That's what this is right here. So it's clean, I don't have to worry about that. I believe I could also put the drip tray in the top rack of the dishwasher if I wanted to. So that's everything for today. My thoughts on the two products. First of all, the Griddle. I love that the plate is removable and you can just put it in the dishwasher because I'm all about some dishwasher. You could also, of course, hand wash it, but I love that you can put it in there. And I love how quickly it heats up, and it really doesn't take too long to cool down either afterwards. I will say that setting 1 is like a warm setting, even though there is a specific warm setting on there, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. That setting 1 is not really cooking your food much. So even though the instructions on the recipe that I had said to use setting 1 to cook some of it, it didn't really cook anything. So that's the only thing that I could say bad about that griddle. I know we're gonna get a lot of use out of it, and I've been wanting one for quite some time, and I love that brand. I've had good luck with that brand. Dash, that's my egg cooker. If you've been around for a while, you know I have an egg cooker that I do hard-boiled eggs in, and it's the Dash brand, and we've loved it. Now onto my Ninja. That thing is amazing. I love, love, love that the blades are all over the place. Like they're at different heights, and they're not just at the bottom like a typical old school blender like the one we had. There is a lot of power. The base itself is very heavy. It's sturdy. And when I pressed that pulse button, it made a loud noise, but it was a deep, sturdy noise. Can a noise even be sturdy? I say it is. Our old blender made a very loud noise, but it was like, I don't know. It was like superficial loud noise. I don't even make any sense right now, but maybe you know what I'm talking about. But it just had this sturdy sound to it, and you could tell, I mean, just with just a couple of touches of the pulse button, everything was completely chopped up and I had salsa. I'm really excited to use it more. I'm gonna be making smoothies, of course, but it is light years better than the previous blender that we had. And I wish I wouldn't have waited so long to buy it. I mean, I'm glad I got it on a sale price, but it's really good, and I know it's gonna last us a long time. Now those recipes though, I'm shocked. And now I'm kind of like kicking myself because there's other appliances that I've gotten in the past, and I've thrown away the little recipe books that come with it because I'm like, meh, why? Why did I not believe in them? So the Ninja comes with a lot of recipes, a lot of different smoothie recipes. Let's see. Smoothies, cocktails, frozen treats, sauces, dips, sides, and soups are all in here. So I'm going to be trying some more of those because that was very successful. And then for the Griddle, there's another recipe I do want to try. It's got blueberries in it. Shocker, right? Here you go. It is blueberry yogurt pancakes. So, don't those look good? I think so. So I'll probably be trying it. It does not have as many recipes. There's like 4 or 5 recipes in here. That's it. And that's fine. I'm mainly going to be using it for doing pancakes or bacon, you know, just larger quantities of things that is harder to cook in just a smaller skillet. I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed it. It was fun to test out some new things in the kitchen and kind of give them my review, my first impression of using them, really, even though my Griddle, it was my second impression. But give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see maybe some more Amazon finds for the kitchen, and if you would like for me to test those out. Stephen and I were chatting when we were on vacation, and we thought that could be a fun little series to do, is to test out new gadgets that I get from Amazon and, you know, kind of rate them myself. So if that's something you'd be interested in, let me know what you would like to see me test. If there's an item that I don't have and I don't already use, let me know in the comments below what you would like for me to test and let y'all know. If you have not already, I would love for you to join my YouTube family. Hit that red subscribe button before you go. That way YouTube just knows, hey, I like Mandy's content, I want to see it. Give me a thumbs up or 2. It'll only let you do 1. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you back here on Friday for a new What's for Dinner. It's going to be a really good one. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.